What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color. I've got my good friend John with me, and we are at a Barnes & Noble for yet another 50% off sale haul run.
It's a long month.
It is. It's going slowly. I've been pacing myself because normally I'll get like 8 on the first run, and then I've got a whole month of just temptation, and I just keep going back and getting more. So I'm pacing myself.
Is this 4 for you?
Just getting a couple. This is the 4th one. I've only been getting 1 or 2 each time, but now we're back at our main store. You've never been here before.
I went in here for coffee once.
Oh, okay, of course.
Surprise, surprise.
Of course you have. It was pretty stock last time we were here, so hopefully they still have some good stuff. Got anything you're looking for?
I am looking for 80s movies.
I actually remembered my physical list this time.
Oh.
I have forgot this every other video, but I finally have it, so hopefully I can find some good stuff on here. If not, I may have to order some stuff. I may have to talk to an employee and get some stuff ordered.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, I just want to kind of do this a little bit.
Just browse, just
Yeah.
see what calls you.
It may take a while. How much time do you have?
I'm here all night. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me.
Of course. Thanks for
Let's
having
pop
me.
in the store, see what they got, give you a little commentary as we shop, talk about some movies that we love, as we always do, and then we'll show you what we pick up afterwards. Ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's head in. How's the coffee?
It's kicking in.
All right, let's just start here at the end, see what they got. Love that movie. We've already talked about it.
I don't remember it.
You don't remember?
Didn't make an impression on
We
me.
gotta watch that. This coming
been a long time.
This coming Valentine's Day. Instead of hanging out with my wife, you and I are watching Technic and Hang Around.
I could bring Eli over and he and Grace can hang out.
Yeah, we'll do a double date. This is
So good.
maybe the best silent film ever.
Yeah, it could be.
But there's obviously a bunch of great silent
So
films.
many. I really loved Velvet Underground documentary because it was kind of a
Documentary,
time
good. We don't talk
capsule.
about documentaries enough on here.
Little time capsule of New York in the 60s. Kind of cool. I don't know anything about Velvet Underground, but it was fun. It's Todd Haynes who did May December.
May December, great movie.
of other
That needs to
things.
get in the collection.
Yes.
Let's make a video about things we want to get to join the collection.
Far From Heaven by Todd Haynes. Should be in the collection.
It's just gonna be all Todd Haynes movies. This is great. You haven't seen any of these? You said Red Balloon.
You know, I saw Red Balloon and White Mane.
White Mane, yes, great. Those are great. But I really like Bim. Bim the Little Donkey. It's another one about a kid and an animal. I guess a balloon's not an animal. We meant to get to this last October, and we never did. So we're gonna have to do that this October.
You bought it.
I did, and we were watching all the pre-code stuff,
Oh.
and we couldn't get around to it. La Bamba.
Little Bong Joon-ho
What's
kind
the consensus on La Bamba?
It's really good. It's a biopic on Richie Valens. So it's like
80s?
indie 80s.
1987.
Latin American.
I'm always trying to watch more 80s movies.
Lou Diamond Phillips is really good in the lead.
A lot of good music in it? Or
Yes,
is it?
a lot of good music in it. Soundtrack by Los Lobos and Carlos Santana. That's cool.
Everyone's freaking out about this.
Yeah, Melville.
It's
He's French New Wave, but like
late.
crime, like noir.
Oh, okay. So this is 60s?
He's a little
Yeah,
older
67?
than the Goddards and the Truffauts, but he always kind of leaned into the.
Was he already a director before them, or was he also a critic?
He was not a critic. He was a director.
Okay.
Like before.
But he was like, these new guys, they know where it's at, and he just jumped on the...
He was
on-
different than the people they were, because they kind of were rebelling against like the old style of
Yeah,
filmmaking, and so he was. I wouldn't say he was one of them, but
Okay.
he's good.
I think I might have to pick up this one.
Scorsese has a cameo in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, I got your attention.
Speaking of,
Did you get all that jazz?
Raging Bull, we have not yet. So this is the thing. It's so funny how I've completely flipped. I used to only buy things I'd seen and loved, and I was very resistant to blind buys. Now I'm the complete opposite because I've had so many good experiences with Criterion.
Because look at this wonderful world of movies.
blind buys are great.
Yeah.
And we just watched this. I know I'm not going to watch it for a while, so I'd rather get something new instead of buying something I just
It's very
watched.
pragmatic. I'm proud of you.
It's a struggle, man.
Although if you really like it, you should probably own it.
I do really like it, and we are going to watch it probably again.
This is great. Early British Hitchcock.
Yes, we've seen that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, wait. No. We haven't seen that one.
Oh.
I was thinking of Lady Vanishes. Yes, we need to check that one out.
You should. Weekend was the one I was looking for.
There it is. You found it.
Oh, and 45 Days. Do they have that one?
You're going ham. So we just watched Harvey last night. Very similar to Arsenic and Old Lace. This one's Cary Grant.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one's Jimmy Stewart. Both about mental illness, and both starring this lady right here, who won an Oscar for Harvey.
Hull? Josephine Hull?
Yep, Josephine Hall right there.
There you go.
She's great in both of those movies, and she didn't act much. She only did like 6 movies, which is
Was she
sad.
on stage? Stage actress?
She
or
probably
something?
was. She seems like
That
she
was
could
her
be
thing.
a stage actor, but she's great. Love that movie. Check out Harvey. That should be in the collection. Why is that not in the collection?
Here you go. Experimental film. Experimental film.
Experimental film.
Excremental film.
Oh god, no, that's your other guy that you love. What's his name?
Oh,
Here,
yeah.
Excremental
Pink
film.
Flamingos?
There
It
we
is
go.
experimental. Yikes. Another good documentary. When We Were Kings.
Hey,
You're
you
the,
with the
you know,
docs.
boxing
You're
and-
bringing it with the docs today.
I heard there's a... Was it Elliot? Elliot? Elliot?
Aliens?
Elliot? Who's the guy, who's the British guy who does videos?
Elliot Cohen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Did he mention that there's a 4K of this somewhere else?
I don't know. I didn't catch
better.
that video. Probably.
Yeah.
I love
Let's
like
put this one down.
Diabolique is one of my favorites in the collection, but that's very different though. That's not a thriller or anything. That's
is.
like it is.
Yes.
Oh, that was like a
Uh,
prison movie or something.
And it was remade famously by William Friedkin as Sorcerer in 1977.
Ooh.
Which is also very good.
No, I'm highly interested in this one. I almost grabbed it at this. It's my number 36.
It is.
Super early.
It's pretty sexy. Those early spine numbers. Tell me about Watership Down.
Watership Down is depressing. It's very sad. I started watching it with my son, and I was like, I can't watch this with my son, and I turned it off, and I finished it by myself.
Your 5-year-old son, who really likes rabbits.
Well, it started. I mean, it's not bad from the beginning, but it starts. It like slowly declines into depravity.
Yeah.
Depravity.
Oh, Stagecoach.
That's great.
Good stuff.
I assume. Haven't seen it, but I'm sure it is. I'm interested in this Jimmy Stewart here, right here. I kind of don't want there to be a Jimmy Stewart movie that I haven't seen.
Do it.
So but you said it was kind of just fine. Is it great or is it just
Is it kind
good?
of It's fine.
Fine.
I think it's a. I was unimpressed, but who am
Jimmy's always doing different things though, man. He was completely different in Harvey. Oh wow, that's awesome.
I have Jean Dielman.
I didn't even see that.
Which I haven't seen.
I've heard.
We should watch that.
I've heard this can be hard to get into her stuff. It got like #1 on the Sight and Sound.
It did.
Incredible, but I've
Crazy.
heard it takes some acquired taste. Is that
I think
true?
you have to kind of focus.
Yeah. People don't know how to focus anymore.
You did watch.
My camera
Sing
doesn't know
Tango,
how to focus
So I
either.
think you could do that.
Oh yeah, Sid and Nancy. Hey, you were just talking about that. I
Ladies.
didn't know that was musical.
Do you have this?
No, I don't. I don't think so. Oh man, you're throwing things on the pile.
80s doc.
Who's Harvey Milk? Let's see. I watched Harvey.
Did you
Not-
watch Milk?
I've not watched Harvey
There's
Milk.
a Milk.
There's a movie called Milk.
Milk.
Wow,
Okay.
we can. It's like a Pokemon evolution.
That's fun.
That would be a good game. We should
San
make a
Francisco.
board game or a card game. That's like a film-related card game. Have you ever played those? You're probably really good at those.
Probably.
You have tons of useless.
Harvey
facts
Milk was
in your
a
brain.
city councilman. Is that what they call him? He was elected. There's some word. Okay. In San Francisco, and he was assassinated. He was the first openly gay
Jeez.
politician. And yes,
Interesting.
he and the mayor of San Francisco were both assassinated, infamously in like the late 70s. But
Wow.
so he's sort of an inspirational sort of murder figure for everyone. But anyway,
That
good stuff.
sounds like a little bit of a downer, but probably important.
Inspirational. At the
Inspirational.
end of the day.
Oh, here it is.
Still not gonna get that.
So I just watched this. We were just talking about this actually.
Yeah.
It's great. I've never seen a movie like that was like such a super slow burn. So maybe don't check it out if you don't like slow burns. A character puzzle. And like you learn more about the characters. They reveal little bits of them throughout the whole thing. And then you finally get the full picture at the end.
Are there multiple storylines? that
Yes, they all converge at this strip club, which is the coolest strip club I've ever seen. Like I would go to it's like a jungle set. There's like swings. And
Tell me
everything.
more.
I mean, Grace wanted to go with me. It was so cool looking. We don't have that. Like, what do we have? Like, Atlanta's the gross strip clubs don't look anything like that. So I've heard.
Strip clubs near you.
So I've heard. Never been.
I don't have the Blu-ray of this.
Oh, look at that.
Love this movie, but I don't need it because
You don't have that?
I could perform the movie for you right now. So.
Oh, go ahead. Do the diving board
I'm not
scene.
gonna-
Do the diving board scene. Are you gonna be Bill Murray or Jason Schwartzman?
Oh God.
You could do Jason Schwartzman. You kind of look like him.
Do I?
He's great. I just rewatched Moonrise Kingdom. Showed it to my brother for the first time because it is one of the best summer movies of all time. And
Oh, I saw that you
I
rewatched
forgot how great Jason Schwartzman is in that. And he's trying to do their wedding, and he's like taking bribes, and he doesn't want to give them the nickels. Grace just pulled that out last night.
Oh, you have it?
She almost picked that or Harvey, and she went with Harvey.
Oh.
And that doesn't have a 4K.
Cohen's.
Does not have. This is their second
think
film
so.
after Blood Simple.
No, they did Raising Arizona.
After Raising Arizona. Okay, so this is later. Is it beautiful? Is it a fall movie?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I don't know if it's fall.
Well,
I don't think so.
a lot of orange.
The cover's orange. I don't remember. You know how some people have photographic memories?
You don't?
I have the opposite of that.
What would that be?
I just
A
forget
shredder
things
memory?
as soon as I see them.
It just immediately
Do you
destroys
ever have
them.
a feeling that I've seen thousands of movies.
Yeah,
I just know empirically I've seen tons.
Well,
of
you
movies.
only have so much space in your little head, so
I haven't seen half of these.
it pushes it right out of your head.
And the ones I have seen, I don't remember.
As soon as something new comes in, pushes something else out. That's how it works.
I think I'm just getting old.
Oh, we're all getting old. I can't remember anything. I'm only 32.
Ooh, I do remember Shortcuts though.
Shortcut's great.
Very good movie. Do you like Robert Altman?
Oh, Altman! We have to find 3 women. We gotta find 3 women.
Okay, if I see it, I'll grab it.
He's engaged lightning fingers. We both did the same sound effect. My beautiful laundrette. Laundrette?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
I don't even know that word. What's a laundrette?
One who launders.
Oh, a female launderer. Launderer.
Well, not in this case.
Oh, I see. Oh, this is one I've always wanted. Well, not always, but for the last couple.
That's an 80s movie.
Yes. Oh,
Is it about like immigration
it is.
or emigration?
I don't know which side is it from. I think it's from the coming side, not the
Yes.
going side.
Right. Piano Teacher. This is a messed up movie.
Oh.
In a good way.
You're getting all these,
Watch this.
all
And
these
if you like piano.
spicy movies.
Or masochism. You should watch this.
Oh, speaking of, underrated Wes Anderson. One of my favorite Wes Andersons.
That's the movie of
I
his
actually like it.
that I hated.
Whoa!
When I saw it. I wasn't just lukewarm. I was like,
love it.
he has jumped the shark with this
I
one.
love it so much.
But maybe if I saw it again, I would appreciate
What? You got to watch it with me. Watch it with me. Hey, there's a lot of people on the internet who despises Wes Anderson movies, like whole cloth, just all of them. Yo.
Oh, love it, love it.
Great movie. Got to watch that one again. Did you find Rumblefish? I don't think I'm finding
Oh, I didn't see it.
any of the ones I'm looking for. I was hoping to get 3 women. I was hoping to get Rumblefish. Pierre Le Fou.
Oh, I love that movie.
Thought you didn't like Godard. I thought he was a hack.
I never said that. I said all his movies are the same.
Oh man.
And I repeat it now in front of everyone.
I will use that for sure. I don't know what I'm gonna get this time. I'm striking out, man. Everything I wanted.
What's on your list?
We've got Le Havre,
Okay.
Pasolini, no. Certified Copies, not here. The Mikado, not here.
Oh,
Young Mr. Lincoln, nothing. Clooney Brown, Hidden Fortress, Rumblefish.
you gotta get something.
I got nothing.
Well, I have a whole stack, but I've only been halfway through.
We have been talking for way too long. All right, let's go. Oh, you set him off. You didn't even do the thing. Do you know where I live from here? You have my address?
Over there somewhere, right? That'd be fun. We should stage that. You want your mic back?
Yeah, my microphone. Thank you. All right, guys, we're back at home. We got a couple pickups to talk to you about. I'll let you go first because you got more than me this time. I kind of struck out this time. I did get some things, but none of the big ones I was looking for.
I didn't have a list like you did. That was your problem.
The main thing I was looking for was 3 women. Shelley Duvall just passed away today. We were already thinking about getting 3 women for the past couple videos, and it didn't work out.
There were some other people in the store before we got there.
They stole it.
I think they got all the
They
copies.
stole it right before us. The store was packed. We usually go in the morning, we should say. This was evening. We're at my house, as you can see. We're in the Films by Color studio. We're gonna shoot this little video real quick, then we're gonna grab some dinner, and then we're gonna go downstairs and watch a Criterion movie, probably.
Okay, so we should start.
Go ahead.
I haven't seen this in a store in a long time, but it is Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Steven Soderbergh. So this is a big like indie film from 1989. This was, I think it won both the Palme d'Or at Cannes and the Jury Prize at Sundance. Like it was a big deal.
Oh, big deal.
It's a movie about a guy who videotapes women talking about their sexual experiences.
Sounds like a hoot.
And I can't go into any more detail because this is YouTube.
This reminds me of just recently I watched Exotica, which I just bought in a couple videos ago. That director, not so much in Exotica, but in his other films, he uses a lot of like videotape because it was big right then, like in the 90s. And there's a lot of like videotapes in his films, like people recording things.
That aesthetic of like the old home camcorder.
Staticky. I just went ahead and grabbed it because I'm talking about it anyway. But this is Exotica, which I just watched, and there's a whole extra film on here called Calendar, which is all about him like traveling through, I think it's Armenia, and he's like taking video recordings of all these famous churches from this calendar that he had when he was a kid.
Oh, that's cool.
And so yeah, he loves that kind of stuff. But Exotica's great. Highly recommend it. Thank you to the subscriber who recommended that one to me.
May have to borrow that.
Sure. But Six Lives of Videotape. That one I'd like to watch with you.
Yeah, we should.
I've never seen it. My first one is one of my favorite movies from last year. Actually, I think after giving it some time, I think it actually is my favorite movie from last year.
Dun 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 dun.
I had like a dream about it the other night, like a couple weeks ago. Like
Which character were you?
Terrifying dream. I was her.
Oh.
It was crazy. It's Anatomy of a Fall. I had to get this one. As soon as I found out it was coming to the Criterion Collection, I was so excited because it was my favorite movie from last year. And also, another reason I grabbed this was because a subscriber of mine, Nacho, who shows up in the live streams quite a bit, great guy, he gave me a super chat on one of my live streams, and it was $20, and he said
Money well spent.
he recommended that I get this. It was specifically for a Criterion. He was like, I'm going to throw this your way, and I think you should get Anatomy of a Fall because it was one of his favorite films of last year as well. So thanks so much, Nacho. Really appreciate it. And all of you guys who have ever given a super chat or any kind of donation to the channel means a lot. Really appreciate it. And I'm so happy to have this in the collection. I'm not going to talk about this movie because I'd already said my piece on it because we talked about it last year when we talked about our favorite films. I just want to talk about the release a little bit. Look at that. Lovely. You got Snoop right there. The kid who gives an incredible performance in this. The kid was amazing. She's obviously amazing. She was in 2 Oscar-nominated movies last year. But this movie is wonderful. It's a court drama. It's a mystery, very suspenseful. Suspenseful might be the wrong word. Tense, very tense. I need to watch more Justine Triet because I don't know if I've seen any of her.
I haven't seen anything else by her.
I haven't either. So we gotta fix that. And I gotta watch Anatomy of a Murder because apparently there's some similarities between this and there's some callbacks. And
Probably. He has another courtroom thing.
I gotta check it out. Plus, it's Jimmy Stewart, and he's the best. All right, what's your next one?
Love that one.
It's great.
Sid and Nancy.
Sid and Nancy.
Sid Vicious. Sex Pistols.
I'm completely in the dark with it. I don't even know what this is. The only thing I know about Sid Vicious is Danny in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that I grew up watching wears a Sid Vicious shirt. I think he has like several Sid Vicious shirts on.
Well, it's a biopic, basically, a musical biopic about this, punk rockers and stuff. Anyway, Alex Cox is like, it's not like underground cinema, but it's like he's got an attitude and it's kind of cool. So this is a good movie.
For this next one, I'm going back to my original list. I think I showed this in the store, but this was years and years ago when I first started the channel. My first Criterion 50% off sale at Barnes & Noble, my first time. Most of the things have been crossed off. I've pretty much picked up everything on the list. There's only a few things left on here, and one of the things that I was interested in way back then, still haven't got around to, is Kwaidan. Kwaidan?
I assume it's Kwaidan.
Kwaidan. An incredible sounding film. I've been recommended several times. So this is a quartet of ghost stories, stylized ghost stories, borrowing from Japanese folklore, and it's supposed to be very colorful, very surreal sets. I'm thinking I'm hoping like a Ballad of Narayama. Have you seen that film where it's kind of in kabuki style?
Oh, I know of it.
Luscious sets everywhere. Everything's on stage. I don't know. It might be more realistic than that. Koroneko. I've seen Koroneko. That's very similar to this. Also based on folklore and also is a ghost story.
Well, it sounds like it ticks all your boxes.
Yeah, I'm hoping I really love this, and it's also 60s. I love that era of horror. Very similar. What's the other one? That's... See, this is what happens when you come to the house. You can actually just grab stuff off the shelf. Ugetsu! I just grabbed it off my shelf. This is a fantastic film and a wonderful release, and that's also very similar. It's very tragic.
It's beautiful, though.
It's beautiful. It's like a little fairy tale. It's great, and I'm hoping for a similar kind of situation with Kwaidan. Probably check it out in October. You got one more here.
I do. Long time coming for this one. I have this on DVD, I've seen it dozens of times, and I have a kind of a love-hate relationship with it.
Oh, interesting.
I like it enough to pick it up. I think it's one of those iconic 80s films that people should see. And now I own it on 4K. Blue Velvet.
There it is.
It's good stuff. David Lynch, 1986.
You did it. You finally pulled the trigger.
I did.
4K Blu-ray combo edition.
Kyle MacLachlan,
Tons of
Isabella
supplements.
Rossellini, Dennis Hopper, Laura Dern. You know, it's all the greats. Of his movies, I think it's the most essential. Like if you wanted to like, what is David Lynch
Really?
all
Over
about?
Mulholland Drive, you even?
Yes, I think so. Because
Wow.
this is about beautiful little community and then all the dark crap that's under the surface. You know, it's just a great kind of wild ride. It's fun. So
Fun. I haven't heard it described as fun.
I've come to think of it as a fun movie.
Oh, wow.
Because the first time I saw it, I was like, what the hell?
But you finally got it. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. You can rewatch it.
There's probably like a better version out there now. But
No, this is
now
the
that I've
definitive
finally dipped into
4K
this.
edition. This is it. Thanks for joining me. It was a good little
welcome.
visit. We stayed longer in the store than we meant to. We are going to head downstairs to the theater and watch a movie together since you drove all the way over here. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that fun little trip to another Barnes & Noble store. Stay tuned. Lots more Criterion content coming through the rest of the month. But until next time, keep collecting, and I'll be back with another video real soon.